Self-editing narrative paragraph. In this lesson, you'll learn how to check your own writing for errors and how to refine your writing before you submit it. Refine means make it better. When we write in English, we don't always have a native speaker to help us, so it's a good skill to learn how to check your own writing for mistakes before you hand it in. First, check your main idea and details. Do your details support your main idea? In other words, do they match? Then, check for repeated words. Do you use the same word over and over again? If so, consider using synonyms. A synonym is a word that has a similar meaning to the word in question. For example, imagine you wrote about an experience in which you were happy. Maybe you used the word happy a lot. But there are other ways to express happy. For example, all of these words have a similar meaning to the word happy. They are synonyms. Elated, blissful, ecstatic, pleased, delighted, glad. Where can you find synonyms? That's easy. Look for an online thesaurus. Try thesaurus.com. It's also important to check your writing for organization and cohesion. Cohesion means connected ideas. Does your paragraph have a clear topic sentence? Does it have supporting details in the middle? And did you remember a concluding sentence that has the same idea as your topic sentence? Next, check for connected ideas. Did you use coordinating conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions, and transitions to connect your ideas? Let's take a look at some ideas that are not very well connected. Can you figure out how to connect them? I boarded the airplane. I found my seats. The plane started to ascend. I looked out the window with excitement. I breathed in slowly and closed my eyes. I was on my way to Spain. These sentences are great, but they are not well connected. The first example is missing a coordinating conjunction. Where can we put it? Maybe you notice that these two sentences could be connected with and. I boarded the airplane and I found my seat. In the second example, we need a subordinating conjunction. Which one would you choose? There are different ways to do it. You could use as the plane started to ascend, comma, I looked out the window with excitement. And finally, in the last example, we can connect these two ideas with a useful transition. I breathed in slowly and closed my eyes. At last, I was on my way to Spain. Let's read these again and notice how much better they sound with these connectors. I boarded the airplane and I found my seat. As the plane started to ascend, I looked out the window with excitement. I breathed in slowly and closed my eyes. At last, I was on my way to Spain. That is much better. Next, it's always a good idea to check your writing for verb tense consistency and accuracy. Should your story be in the past, present, or future? Well, that's really up to you. Most narrative writing is in the past, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. Just remember, be consistent. Don't go from past to present to future unless you're talking about the past, present, and future. And be accurate with your verbs. So check all of your verbs and make sure that the ones that are talking about past actions are in the past. The ones that are about right now are in the present progressive or the present simple, etc. Let's look at an example. I'm going to show you a very short story. Can you find the verbs that are in the wrong verb tense? Take a look and see if you can see the mistakes. You should notice that these bolded words are incorrect. These verbs are not in the correct verb tense. The first one should be bought. My parents bought me my first bike when I was 6 years old. I'm not 6 years old anymore, so this is a past experience. I need the past of buy, which is bought. I wrote it every day, but I was very clumsy. Clumsy means I kept falling and I was not agile. At first, I fell a lot. Fall in the past is fell, but I soon got better. Get in the past is got. Now, as an adult, I ride a bike really well. Here, we need the present tense because it says now. So take a look at your writing. How do your verbs look? Are they consistent? Are they accurate? Finally, check your writing for punctuation. That's commas and periods. Remember these rules that we learned. When subordinating conjunctions are in the middle of two clauses, we don't need a comma. When a subordinating conjunction starts a sentence, we need a comma after the first clause. And transition words have their own comma rules. Use a comma directly after a transition, then write a complete sentence. All right, you have become a good self-editor. Now, you know how to check your own writing for errors and how to refine your writing before you submit it.